Iran has withdrawn from nuclear talks with the U.S., canceling the sixth round of negotiations set for tomorrow in Oman. Tehran's decision follows Israeli strikes on Iranian military and nuclear facilities. These so-called preemptive attacks escalated tensions, prompting Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei to vow retaliation and make Israel miserable. Iran responded with missile launches as UN Chief Antonio Guterres urged restraint and a political resolution to the crisis. Iran's Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi stated that there is no justification for continuing nuclear talks with the United States in light of the continued Israeli attacks. Despite Iran's withdrawal, the Washington Post reported from a U.S. official that the United States is still interested in conducting talks with Iran. Germany is ramping up protection around Israeli and Jewish sites after Israel's sweeping airstrikes on Iran. Chancellor ordered heightened security following deadly cross-border attacks between Iran and Israel. Berlin also pledged protection for German nationals across the region. Iran says Israeli strikes on a housing complex in Tehran killed around 60 people, including 20 children. The escalation follows Israel's bid to halt Iran's nuclear capabilities. Russia has begun evacuating its citizens from Iran through Azerbaijan amid Israeli airstrikes. Dozens of foreign nationals, mostly Russians, crossed into Azerbaijan at the Azara checkpoint on June 14th after Baku temporarily reopened its border with Iran. The first group of evacuees included 86 people, among them 2 children. Moscow cited urgent safety concerns and urged citizens to leave both Iran and Israel, warning against travel to the region. Video of the evacuation was shared by the Russian Foreign Ministry. 2 senior officials from the Iranian armed forces were confirmed assassinated in the Israeli military strikes on Iran. Both Deputy Chief of Staff for Operations Brigadier General Mahdi Rabbani and Deputy Chief of Staff for Intelligence Brigadier General Mehrabi were both identified as victims of these attacks, which have escalated tensions in the region. Iran's supreme leader has appointed Brigadier General Amir Hatami as the new commander of the Iranian army. Khamenei prompted Hatami to Major General, calling for a transformative approach to boost combat readiness and spiritual vigilance. Hatami previously served as defense minister from 2017 to 2021. He replaces Major General Abdul Rahim Mousavi in a move seen as part of Iran's military recalibration amid rising tensions. For a second day, Israel has kept Palestinian cities under lockdown in the occupied West Bank amid its ongoing strikes on Iran. The Israeli occupation army has sealed off towns with iron gates and dirt mounds, sparking fears among residents of prolonged confinement. The move coincides with Israel's largest air offensive against Iran to date, launched on June 13th to halt Tehran's nuclear program. Tensions remain high across both fronts. Egypt's foreign minister is urging calm and respect for sovereignty amid rising tensions following Israeli strikes on Iran. Badr Abdel Ati spoke with Italy's Antonio Tajani and Spain's José Manuel Albares, condemning Israel's attacks as dangerous escalations threatening regional stability. He stressed the need to de-escalate and uphold sovereignty. The ministers also discussed joint efforts to secure a ceasefire in Gaza as violence spreads beyond Palestinian territories. Pope Leo is calling on Iran and Israel to act with reason and pursue dialogue following recent airstrikes. Speaking at St. Peter's Basilica, the Pope voiced deep concern over escalating tensions and urged both sides to avoid further violence. He called for responsible action and a renewed global effort to eliminate nuclear threats. Emphasizing peace, justice, and human dignity, he urged respectful dialogue to build a safer world.
Un incontro rispettoso e un dialogo sincero.
China has condemned Israel's military strikes on Iran, warning against targeting peaceful nuclear sites and urging diplomatic solutions. Speaking at an IAEA meeting, China's envoy Li Song criticized the use of force and unilateral sanctions, saying they endanger regional stability and derail nuclear talks. He reaffirmed Beijing's support for diplomacy and a nuclear weapon-free Middle East, calling for a renewed commitment to global non-proliferation goals.